We have gained the power we desired. The Earth colony is in our control, and the human people live in fear, obeying each command without question. And yet, the Humans' Space Administration knows nothing of this. Anything we ask, they give. Everything they have, we take. Our victory is kept secret until the auspicious moment.
Yes, Hyla Kola. Then you will lead us to the ultimate victory. Taruu and Earth will be ours. Hyla Kola. Hyla Kola. Hyla Kola. Hyla Kola. Hyla Kola.
Incoming communication from Colony 18 on planet Taruu.
Open it, Williams. This is Transporter ASTRA A-16. Captain Richard Taylor speaking.
Captain Taylor, there's been a change of plans regarding the usual shipment to Colony 18. Due to the improper packaging of several crates of food products, we'll be needing the shipment a week earlier than originally planned.
I see.
Our scanners have also shown the possibility of severe weather approaching soon. There should be a station on your way where you can pick up equipment for us to protect ourselves.
I can assure you, Secretary, we'll be able to deliver the needed supplies with the new deadline.
Thank you, Captain Taylor. A complete list will be sent to your ship's communication system. The instructions are to be followed to the letter.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Is there something wrong, Captain?
I suppose not. Taruu does experience some bad weather every now and then. Sometimes the storms last almost 3 months, and the entire colony moves underground.
Ah, so you've been there before.
My sister Jennifer lives there with her husband and kids. After our delivery, I might have some time to drop in and visit them a little bit. Call Officer Lorek up here, will you? He might like to see how Jennifer's doing.
Somehow, I don't think he will. Computer Officer Lorek, the captain wishes to speak with you on the bridge.
It's nothing really. When Lorek and I graduated primary, I invited him to stay a few days with my family. Jennifer was 14 then and had the biggest crush on Lorek. She programmed her bedroom wall to show a picture of his beautiful Dracovan face every morning.
She really had it bad, huh?
She sure did. When I came to visit and brought Lorek with me, you'd have thought I never existed. Lorek was all she could look at, talk about. He was all she could think about. She couldn't have cared less where her big brother was.
You summoned me, Captain?
A list of supplies for the people of Colony 18 will be coming soon through the computer's communication system. I'd like you to be on the lookout for it and let me know when it comes through.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember my sister, Jennifer?
Dr. Blood can tell you my memory is perfect, Captain.
So, that's a yes?
We'll count it as such. Jennifer lives on Taruu in Colony 18. During our docking and refueling there, I was thinking we could pay her a little visit. I know she'd love to see you again.
Captain, I'd rather not.
Oh, it's all right now. She's grown up, gotten married, and had a few kids since you last saw her. She'll see you as only a good friend, just as I do. Come on. I'll call her up now. How's my little sister and her brood of monkeys doing?
Rick! Hi! Is that Uncle Rick? Can I
Hi there, you little rascals. I need to talk to your mother for a bit, okay? We'll be docking for a few days there on Colony 18. While we're there, think maybe we can stop in for a visit?
Of course you can come by. That'd be great. The kids have really missed seeing you.
I've missed seeing them too. Tell them I've got some surprises for them. And I've got one for you too.
For me? Now, Rick.
Don't worry. I think you might like it. I can't wait to see your face. You'll never guess what it is. Captain Taylor here.
Captain, the list from Taruu came through.
Yes? Is everything in order?
The list is most unusual, sir.
How so?
Among the items of cargo we're currently transporting, there have been requests for several highly dangerous pieces of weaponry. My knowledge of the weather on Taruu is limited, Captain, but I believe it's unlikely for the proper response to a storm to include the use of military weapons.
No, you're right. That's most unusual. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
What are you going to do?
There's not much I can do. Our orders are to bring the listed supplies. Weapons are on the list, so we must deliver them.
But what if those items were added by mistake?
Do you think that's very likely?
Not really, sir.
The thing that's concerning is the possibility of those weapons being added to the list by someone planning to overthrow the colony.
Would you like me to make contact with Colony 18, sir?
No, Williams. There was something off about the communication from the colony's secretary as well. He seemed stiff, unnatural, strange. No, we'll pick up the weapons as ordered and deliver them to Taruu. However, we won't unload them until I can speak with the secretary myself.
Hylakoa has seen your request to the Earth Transporter.
I meant no harm, I promise. Actually, I was only trying to help you.
Is that right?
Hylakoa will need weapons to further his territory. You should know that I would never betray Hylakoa. I helped him get where he is now.
Haha, and he will get further.
With my help, of course. You do still need me, right?
I will speak to Hylakoa. We are watching you, Secretary, just as we watched the governor.
Approaching Colony 18, Captain. Preparing to land.
Good. Put me through to the secretary.
Yes, Captain Taylor?
We're preparing to land, Mr. Secretary. All the cargo will be unloaded as originally planned. There are, however, a few items that will need official approval.
I understand, Captain. I'll be sure to send someone to greet your ship at the docking port.
I'm afraid that won't be sufficient, Mr. Secretary. We'll need clearance either directly from yourself or the governor.
I see. I will be happy to meet you in 2 or 3 business days.
He's stalling, isn't he?
Probably. Mr. Secretary, I can visit your office if
No!
that would be more...
No, Captain. I'm afraid that will be most inconvenient. Be prepared for me to board your ship in a couple of days. We'll discuss clearance and official approval there.
Have the conference room prepared to receive the Secretary, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. I wonder why he wants to meet here.
I hope she's home. I really should have called just before we came, but I'm so excited for her to see you.
Rick!
Jennifer! How's my favorite little sister?
I'm your only little sister, and I'm doing just... Lorek, I haven't seen you in years.
Salutations, Mrs. Carlyle.
Look at you, you haven't changed a bit.
Uncle Rick, Uncle Rick, Uncle Rick, Uncle Rick, Uncle Rick!
Hey there!
Did you bring us presents? You always bring us presents! Presents!
All right, settle down. Let's let Uncle Rick come inside before we start asking about presents, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Come inside and make yourself at home. Supper's almost ready.
Who are you?
I am Computer Officer Lorek of Transporter Ship.
And why do you look so funny?
I look different because I am Dracovan, not human.
Cool.
That was delicious, Jennifer.
Indeed, the meal was quite nourishing.
Thank you, Lorek. That's a high compliment coming from you.
So, what's Ben up to these days? I couldn't help but notice he wasn't here for supper.
Oh, Ben. He's fine. He's had a lot of work to do lately and doesn't get home until very late. I almost forgot that you haven't met my husband yet, Lorek.
He's a good man. Works for the government of Colony 18.
So, Rick, how long are you and Lorek planning to stay?
Only a couple of days. Most of the cargo is unloaded from the ship. But there's a few things we need some official approval for.
Oh, I see.
What is that device around your neck?
Oh, my necklace. Do you like it?
It interests me.
Everyone has one here. It's supposed to monitor our health and moods. We never go anywhere without it. When we go anywhere, that is. I've got one for each of the kids, too.
Mama!
Excuse me, please. There's probably some dispute over one of your gifts. I'll show you to your rooms when I get back.
Mama!
Coming! Here's your room, Rick. I know it's no captain's quarters, but I hope you'll be comfortable.
It's a nice room. Thanks for putting us up on short notice.
Anything for my big brother. Good night.
Good night.
And Lorek, your room is just down this hallway here.
Your children appear healthy and intelligent.
Thank you. Ben and I are very proud of them. None of this has been too awkward for you, has it? I mean, seeing me again after, well...
I have been quite comfortable.
Oh, good.
May I assume the same for you?
Oh, yes. After you turned me down at the tender age of 14 and a half, I managed to get over you. You sure knew how to let a girl down gently. I remember you saying, "My thoughts toward you are not in alignment with your thoughts of me, nor are they likely to be. The continuance of your attention is hopeless, and reason demands that it cease immediately." And then when I was 21, I met Ben. I think you'd like him. He was the most wonderful man I've ever known.
Was?
I mean, is. It's been a long, long day. Well, here's your room. I hope you like it. Good night.
Mama?
Hey there, little one. What's the matter?
I can't sleep. When's Daddy coming home?
He'll be home soon.
You always say that, but I never see him anymore. I want my daddy. I miss my daddy.
I know. Me too.
I trust you've had sufficient rest, Captain.
Thanks, but I haven't. Lorek, has anything seemed odd to you? I mean about Jennifer. These necklaces she and the kids always wear. The fact that I haven't seen Ben once this visit. I know she says he works late, but I laid awake all night and didn't hear him come in. I heard muffled voices down the hall. One of the kids was crying, and then there are these moments where she seems really tense and her voice is strained. I just get the feeling that something is wrong. She doesn't want us to know about it.
As Mrs. Carlyle's brother, you have considerable knowledge of her ways. However, like you, I have also observed some irregularities in her behavior. As to the cause of this, only she can tell.
You're right. Let's see if we can talk to her during breakfast.
Ah, you're up early.
I couldn't sleep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come to think of it, you look like you haven't slept well either.
No, I slept like a baby.
Sure?
Mm-hmm.
So, I was thinking of taking the kids to the park today, if that's all right with you.
No,
Why not?
we don't go there anymore. They've outgrown it.
Oh. Are you sure you're okay, Jennifer?
I'm fine, Rick. We just don't go to the park anymore.
Okay. What time did Ben get home last night? Jennifer,
I can't remember. It was very late.
listen. If there's something wrong,
Rick, it's fine. I'm fine. He's fine. The kids are fine. Everything's fine. Just don't ask so many questions, okay? I can't take it. I can't take it.
Captain Taylor, sorry to interrupt your visit. We've just received word that the Secretary is on his way to the ship right now.
I see. Lorek and I are on our way. I am sorry, Jennifer. I'd like to stay and make it up to you, but
No, just go.
Mr. Secretary, welcome aboard the ASTRA A-16. Please, allow me to show you to our conference room.
Thank you, Captain Taylor. I am most eager to speak with you. This ship's computer is programmed to interfere with foreign signals aboard the vessel, is it not?
Yes, sir, it is. Just as regulations dictate.
Good. I'm glad to know such regulations exist. I'm free again.
I'd like to introduce Lieutenant Kara Williams and Computer Officer Lorek. They'll be joining our conference.
I'm pleased to know you, gentlemen. Captain Taylor, let's not beat around the bush. You're likely concerned about our request for the delivery of highly dangerous weapons, as well you should be. Very few United Earth colonies need such weapons on such short notice, but Colony 18 does need these weapons.
Why, Mr. Secretary?
Our colony has been overtaken by Hylakoa, the leader of the aliens who were here before us. He plans to let his power grow until he is strong enough to attack Earth and control the majority of civilized space. In the meantime, he takes pleasure in controlling our people.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't understand. How did this happen?
How did it happen? In the beginning, it wasn't so bad. Hylakoa had the resources and knowledge for our settlement to survive the terrible storms. We began to trade with him. A little power for a little safety. Then, we were thinking primarily of the people and what would help them survive. We traded more and more, Hylakoa treating me and the governor very well, rewarding us and giving us special privileges, Until a few months ago.
Why, Mr. Secretary?
He put these necklaces on the entire colony to monitor our actions and quickly punish us if we step out of line. The governor rebelled, along with a few others. He was killed as an example to other anti-authority activists. The others continue to rebel regardless.
What happened to them?
They're alive, for now. That's one good thing I've done. I convinced Hylakoa to hold them to ensure the obedience of their friends and families.
Would one of those people be a man named Ben Carlisle?
Yes, how did you...
He's my brother-in-law. Mr. Secretary, why haven't you alerted the Space Administration?
The governor and I knew it was illegal to give political power to non-citizens of the United Earth Alliance. So for quite some time, we both were too afraid to confess. When Hylakoa gained total control of the colony, it was too late. Humanity was never meant to live in a spirit of fear. We were never meant to be controlled. If I had had more courage and more faith, this might not have happened. This can be undone with your help.
There's a central computer that commands each necklace or collar. If Lorek's team can disable it, the people of Colony 18 will be able to move without being monitored or being harmed. That, and the weapons we've carried, ought to be enough to give them an edge over Hylakoa and his followers until more help from the Space Administration arrives. The security team will follow me as we overtake the Secretary and rescue Ben Carlisle and the other prisoners who've been brave enough to stand up for free will. All right, move out.
You! What are you doing?
We're here to disable your computer.
No!
We may proceed.
Don't shoot!
You're coming with us, Mr. Secretary. Grab him. Take us to the prisoners.
The computer is now disabled, Captain. The callers are unable to monitor or control.
Excellent. Thank you, Lorek. Were we too rough on you, Mr. Secretary?
I'm fine. Let's get the prisoners out.
Ben! Ben, are you all right?
Rick? What are you doing here? Am I dreaming? Why would I be dreaming of my brother-in-law?
Don't worry, Ben. It's no dream. Colony 18's finally getting the help it needs. Come on, Ben. Let's get you home.
Mama, look! It's Daddy!
Ben?
Daddy!
Ben! You're home!
ASTRA A-16 is written, directed, and produced by Cheryl Knox, featuring Michael Knox as Captain Taylor, Tracy Allred as Lieutenant Williams, and Jason Guillory as Lorek.
Additional voices provided by Jeremy Burleson, Mary Burleson, Felice Knox, Carter Stewart, Everly Stewart, Weston Stewart, and Cheryl Knox. Background music by Tim Wood.